how punk rock inspired this Minecraft city. Loztly is the newest city in my Minecraft world, and for me the building process was unique and the progression was interesting. So the idea for a punk city came from my exploration of derivatives of science fiction punk genres. I had come across things I wanted to build but did not have enough cities in my world to make them all. I wanted to build a more faithful, but different adaptation of a cyberpunk city than I already had, and I wanted to build a junkpunk and silkpunk city. However, with not enough space to fill these three desires, I decided to combine them into a single aesthetic and factored out their common theme, punk. Punk is a genre of music that I enjoy listening to, basing a Minecraft city on an abstract genre, and the auditory experience was challenging. For visual inspiration, I looked to the tech-noir genre to conceptualize this sort of near-dystopian city I was envisioning. I watched movies like Upgrade, Soylent Green, The City of Lost Children, and Scanner Darkly to find different energies and worlds to find inspiration. But the most inspirational movie was Blade Runner, an all-time classic of these grimy, dystopian, sci-fi cities. While the movie can be seen more as a cyberpunk movie, I took more of the tech-noir aspects in its grounded science fiction to tell the story of Loztly. Loztly is called a punk city, and I did take inspiration from the punk rock genre. I wanted to encapsulate the themes and ideas of punk in this city. I made a playlist of songs to listen to while building from three genres of punk rock. The first was 70s classic punk with bands like The Clash, Ramones, Patti Smith, and Sex Pistols. The second was 90s alternative pop punk including bands like Green Day, Blink-182, and The Offspring. Finally, I also listened to emo pop punk of the early aughts like Jimmy Eat World, My Chemical Romance, Paramore, and Fall Out Boy. Through the build, I wanted to tell this story of Loztly, a near-future dystopian city that oozes with the DNA of punk rock. For that, I turned to one of my favorite punk rock albums, Green Day's American Idiot. The album tells the story of Jesus of suburbia and the world he lives in, a conflict that wages between rage and love both in Jesus himself, the city he lives in, and America in 2004. And to me, that album is still as true in 2004 as it is right now in 2023, and I think it will still be true in the 2040s when Loztly takes place. And through this city, I wanted to express a city torn between rage and love, and that is what I think comes across in the final product. Earlier I alluded to themes of punk rock. I wrote a lot of them down on a Google Doc, the same one I am typing these very words on right now. Punk rock has been used to comment on the state of the world and society, make political statements, and act for change. Common themes of punk rock I noticed were love, death, rage, loss, angst, disillusionment, violence, mental health. But the two that stood out to me were youth, as expressed by songs like The Clash's Clampdown, Patti Smith's Kimberly, Ramones' Judy is a Punk, Paramore's Misery Business, and Sex Pistols' 17. And hope as heard in the lyrics of My Chemical Romance's Welcome to the Black Parade, Blink-182's Adam's Song, and Jimmy Eat World's The Middle.
With these themes, Loztly is both nihilistic and cynical in a near-future dystopia, but underlying with optimism and hope that the youth will lead it to a brighter future.